My name is Rich Pearson. I graduated in 2011 and I currently am the owner and the operator of the Slackline School, which is an events-based business facilitating slacklining. I didn't have a particularly typical journey through any form of education, lower or higher. I remember I didn't go to many or any of my freshers events. I think I went to one. I'm not very good with big crowds, and I do remember saying to my brother in the first week or so, I don't know if this is really for me going to university, and he told me to stick it out, and I was like, okay, so I did. And I'm very glad that I did, because 3 years later I had a degree, and then straight after that I went into a job, and weirdly I was then the guy running the freshers events. I generally end up telling people not to panic, which is what I spent almost exclusively all of my teenage years doing. At A-levels thinking, oh God, I don't know what I'm going to do, where am I going to go, where am I going to end up? 10 years ago you told me I'd be running one of the most unique events businesses in the UK that teaches slacklining, all kinds of different events, and people would be paying me to go to festivals. I wouldn't have even believed that. I would have found it quite hard to believe that I would, if someone had said to me, oh, you're going to be the president of a students' union, I'd have found that very hard to believe. For me, probably the most important thing, the skill that I took from university, was the ability to talk to people and to network and to make the best out of opportunities that were presented. Because universities are this wonderful place where you have loads of people from all over the world now to study sort of the same thing, but you can take 20 fine art students from a course and not one of them will be have the same kind of creativity and cultural aspects that they would bring to it. I've made some of the best friends of my life at university. If you have an idea of where you want to go and where you want to be, then university is certainly an incredible tool to help you to get to that place. It's easy to sell university, I think, on the merits of what you can learn in a classroom, but I think the kind of feeling and the kind of atmosphere that's cultivated by having that many creative people in the same place is extremely helpful for having the confidence and feeling comfortable in making big life decisions like starting your own business. I don't think anyone in the history of time has ever started a business or a social enterprise or anything 100% certain that it's going to work. Everyone has to take a little bit of a leap of faith, as it were, into it. Mine was a very big one. No one really knows where you may end up at the end of those 3 years or 5 years or whatever, but that's very much the same as what it is with life. So if you are worried about going, then don't worry, and there are a lot of opportunities that you can end up doing there.